Welcome back, everyone. So raise your hand up if you've ever agreed to host for the holidays and by the end of the night, you've overspent, overdecorated, and under-enjoyed the entire experience. Yes!
That's true. It's why we bring in the professionals, and here to give us tips on hosting an elegant, affordable, and enjoyable holiday dinner is food stylist and founder of Grazing Platters in the Six, Sarah Juman Yassin.
Welcome back. Okay, we need some tough love. Give it to us straight. What are most people doing wrong when they're entertaining a bunch of guests?
Okay, so the first thing is if you're gonna entertain on a budget, you need a budget, right? So people are not setting a budget. So set a budget for yourself that you think is affordable, and then really be accountable to yourself and track it. And if you're going under or over, then, you know, set your budget, number one.
Okay, we've set the budget. What is the next step?
So the next step is to plan your menu. So depending on the time of day, you want to plan your menu. So if your budget is lower, go for like an mid-afternoon with snacks and appetizers.
Love that.
Right? And then set your duration too, because the longer you invite people, the more you have to feed them.
That is true. That is true. Okay, so you say a small way to make a big impact is to focus on how you're serving the food. So talk about that.
Right. So the easiest way to make food look really nice is to serve it on platters. So use platters that you have at home. I really like to use white platters. It really makes any food look expensive, and it really makes your food pop.
Okay.
You also, I think you did a little bit of this kind of layout. Are there any tips you would give in terms of, like, you've added some things, you're being playful?
Yeah, so really, if you want to entertain on a budget, go with a tablecloth. Go with cloth napkins, charger plates. Those little elements really add a lot. And I went and I was having like a great time styling for the table, and I went to HomeSense and I picked up a bunch of stuff. But you don't have to pick up a bunch of stuff. You can pick up seasonal elements like these trees, any kind of seasonal elements, but also shop your house. Think about what you have, right? Take the candlesticks.
You just use like a little ornament.
Yeah,
here.
Use an ornament, use a candlestick, use a topiary that you might have on a bookshelf, and then repurpose it in your decoration.
I'm thinking about all the little tchotchkes I got that can easily be put, like making a tablescape. Oh my God, I'm gonna do a tablescape. I'll admit that I'm guilty of sort of running to the dollar store and getting stuff, spending what I think is not a lot of money, but it adds up, and then feeling really bad about it because it's almost always disposable, like it's just going into the garbage. So how can I avoid this habit moving forward?
It's not only that it's disposable, but it costs money.
Yeah.
Right? So ditch those disposables. When you think about the plates, the napkins, the saucer, the cups, the cutlery you buy, it adds up.
Yeah.
So go into your cupboard and again, shop your home with what you have. And if you don't have enough, borrow from a friend, borrow from a mom.
Also, don't we need to get rid of the idea that everything has to match?
Absolutely not.
Like, so what if your cutlery doesn't match, or all your glasses? That could look shabby chic.
Yeah, it's amazing. And if you want to unify it and you have different plates, use a charger plate, and that's the unifying element. You can have different plates, but have one thing that unifies them all, like a charger plate.
Love that.
Love it. Okay, Sarah, we're gonna now play a little game. You brought a 3-course holiday dinner with 2 versions of each course, and we're gonna have to guess which one is the less expensive. So we're gonna start with appetizers.
Yes.
So let's move over here. Tell us what you've got here.
Okay, so there's no trick to this game. We're gonna go with full price, regular retail price. So our first one that we have is a Caprice candy cane board. With mozzarella and sliced beef tomatoes. And the second one that we have is a baked brie topped with jam, candied pecans. So which one do you think is more expensive?
We're gonna have to guess which one is less. Which one is less? What do we think?
I'm going with the Caprese salad.
Do we think candy cane? Candy cane?
Yes. It's gotta be.
I feel like it's
a whole brie. Pecans are expensive, you guys. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go with this
one.
Yes, absolutely right.
Woo!
Okay. So
Sorry. You got it.
So the cost of this was $15, right? And the cost of the brie, not bad. It was $21 with the toppings and the pecans, etc.
Okay, that's still worth it though. That looks delicious. Okay, next up, let's talk about main dishes, because you've brought 2 for us. Take us through.
Okay, so here I have rotisserie chicken with mashed potatoes. I have some arugula salad. And then I also have some pasta stuffed with ricotta cheese.
So this is one idea for
this is one idea. And then what's the other one we got
The
over
next
here?
one here is we have turkey with stuffing.
Okay.
We have mashed potatoes.
Okay.
We have stuffed bell peppers, and we have
Brussels
sprouts.
Okay.
So which one do you think is more expensive?
I'm going the
More
chickens.
expensive-
More expensive or cheaper?
Which one's cheaper? Cheaper.
I'm going this one. Yeah.
I'm
going
confident it's this
chicken.
one. I'm over here. I'm going to stick this here. I'm less here.
Okay, Cynthia, why do you think that one is less?
Because I feel like I sense some of this is frozen. From Frozen, like I feel like this maybe what came prepackaged, this came prepackaged, and maybe even those.
Okay, so it is frozen. So
Interesting.
Am I right?
So, yeah,
This is what I want to know. Did I win?
Okay, so this
She wants to know.
So this is frozen.
Okay.
This is pre-made. This is frozen. But I have to say, that's least expensive because chicken is actually cheaper than turkey.
So that is the least expensive.
That's the least expensive.
Come on.
Love it.
That's amazing.
It
I
is.
feel like that looks more delicious. Like infinitely more delicious, that whole thing.
Yeah.
And then, like, one other thing, like, it was super easy to put this together. Like, you said, frozen, I baked it, frozen, I baked it.
Okay.
And I found this all at, like, my local Metro.
Okay.
So, like, yes, you can, like, entertain on a budget, but you can also make it super easy.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so both of these were easy
Great
kind of
reminder.
options.
Yeah,
Great
okay, yeah.
reminder.
Okay, so moving on to dessert. Before we guess, tell us about these delicious creations you've got here.
Okay, so I have a chocolate mousse. And then for my second option, I went with individual cakes. So the reason I wanted to show this too is if you have somebody with an allergy, somebody who doesn't like chocolate,
Okay.
you can have individual portions too.
Okay, so which one is less expensive?
Which one is less expensive?
I mean, the cake.
The cake.
I don't want to put on there, but I'm saying the cake.
Cake.
Is it the cake?
No, it's not the cake.
No way!
Not the cake.
Can I
Do
go in
tell.
on this?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
What-
Okay, so
how is it possible?
these individual portions are $3 to $4 each.
Where are we getting these from?
Grocery store?
Yeah, I
Grocery
got-
store?
yeah,
The
Okay.
bakery section of
The bakery
some
section.
grocery
And now
store.
there's going to be no tax on these.
And the cake was $33. So if you think about you're entertaining 6 people,
Good.
buy individual portions because that's $24 versus $33.
Honest to goodness,
Oh,
it is so
wow.
delicious.
Okay, so
Okay.
Yeah.
all of our least expensive options came up to a whopping $87 only. To feed 6 people.
All together.
All
Serious?
together.
That's really good.
The candy cane, the chicken, and this, $86 to feed 6 people.
That's incredible.
Holy smokes.
And the more expensive option was only $128.
That's not bad.
Not bad at all.
That's really, really good.
Yeah.
Look at you. Hey, Sarah, thanks a heck
Going
of a
in.
lot.
You're welcome.
Amazing. Hey, you, come a bit closer. We've got so many more must-see interviews, spicy debates, lifestyle tips, and pop culture moments. So subscribe to our channel by tapping the logo below and don't miss out.